and welcome to Gardening Mindfully. In this video, I will give you an update on the Peperomia Ferreraye plant that I purchased in 2023. The plant has a lot of fun and unique names, including Happy Bean Succulent, the Green Bean, and the Long Bean plant. These names relate to the appearance of the plant and how it makes you feel. A low-maintenance house plant, the Peperomia Ferreraye doesn't require a lot of attention. You can basically forget about it for a while, which I do very often, and the plant will still thrive. That's just one reason the Peperomia Ferreraye is an ideal plant. So whether you have a busy schedule, you're a beginner, or a veteran gardener, you too can grow the Peperomia Ferreraye plant. As you can see, the stems and leaves are bright, they are shiny, and gives the plant an overall look as though it is glowing. This is a sign of a very healthy plant. I did a profile on my Happy Bean plant when I first purchased it in 2023. Below in the description box is a link to that video. I'm really amazed at how well this plant has transformed within the last 18 months, but that goes back to knowing what the natural growing conditions are for your plants. When we know what the natural growing conditions are and simulate those in our home, then our plants will not only survive, but they will thrive. Now let's talk about how I have been caring for my Peperomia Ferreraye plant and how you can also be successful in growing this plant in your space. The Peperomia Ferreraye or Happy Bean plant is very easy to care for, which makes it a great plant for beginners. I enjoy growing this plant for two reasons. First, it is believed to purify the air, and second, I enjoy growing it for the leaves. The more mature leaves takes on a distinct bean-like shape, which is how the plant got its common name, the Happy Bean plant. The Peperomia Ferreraye is hardy in USDA zones 10 to 12 and can be grown outdoors in those areas. However, if you are in a garden zone that's lower, like my Zone 8A, your Peperomia Ferreraye plant should be grown indoors. Average indoor room temperature between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal for growing your Peperomia Ferreraye plant. If the humidity in your home is really low, you can go ahead and spritz the leaves from time to time. Knowing where a plant originates and its natural growing condition gives us all the information we need for the plant to thrive when we bring it into our homes. With that said, the Happy Bean plant is an epiphyte, which simply means it does not need soil in order to grow and to thrive. As an epiphytic plant, Peperomia Ferreraye does really well in an orchid or cactus mix. However, if you have a potting soil that is loose and well draining, that will work as well. My plant is still in the 4-inch nursery container, which simply means it does not need a lot of space in which to grow. Peperomia Ferreraye or Happy Bean plant is an understory plant in its native habitat. There it enjoys medium indirect light. I keep my plant away from bright light in a west-facing window, which is why it has not bloomed. An east-facing window is also ideal for growing your Peperomia Ferreraye plant. So knowing that in its native habitat, the plant is an understory plant and does not receive direct sunlight is very important. If given direct sunlight, it will cause the leaves of your Peperomia Ferreraye plant to burn. When it comes to water, This plant is a succulent and has succulent leaves and stems, which it uses to store water. Therefore, it's important to only water when the soil is dry to the touch. Be careful not to overwater to prevent root rot. The most remarkable part of the plant by far are the older leaves that take on a distinct bean shape. They certainly look like long beans or even string beans, but of course these beans are ornamental and not an edible variety. The bean-shaped leaves add charm, sophistication, and elegance to the plant, making it a statement plant and a conversation starter. Plants can and does transform a space, and the Peperomia Ferreraye is a statement plant that not only transforms a space, but also gets a conversation started. You will notice that even clustered among other plants how much the Peperomia Ferreraye plant stands out. When it comes to care and maintenance, all that is required to keep this plant happy, healthy, and beautiful is to provide medium indirect light and to water only when the top 1 inch of the soil is dry. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you will like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.